Colorado's housing is gridlocked, the Wolf Reintroduction plan is bleeding your wallet, and a beloved Jewish leader in Boulder was murdered in the recent firebomb attack. I'm Tori Ganal, and this is your Mountain Minute for July 2nd. A new study shows that 70% of residentially zoned land in Colorado bans affordable options like duplexes or ADUs. Cities talk a big game on affordable housing while keeping the most practical solutions illegal. Meanwhile, Colorado's Gray Wolf Reintroduction plan is draining taxpayer money fast. Voters were promised a cost-neutral plan, but we've already spent over $3.4 million, and CPW just quietly pushed another ballot measure to make wolf protections permanent without public consent. Rural counties like Kit Carson are rejecting state energy mandates, calling them, quote, a deadline without a plan. As the state pushes green goals with little practical support, rural Colorado is taking energy development into its own hands, building its own grid, its own timeline, and its own future. And Colorado Parks and Wildlife is under scrutiny yet again, with critics saying it's become a vehicle for activist agendas, sneaking through policies voters already rejected, like development bans and land control, under the guise of species management. In Grand Junction, a city-backed $8.45 million pedestrian bridge and mobility hub is raising eyebrows. Officials targeted a local auto dealership with eminent domain, despite having other locations available. It's part of a broader push for redevelopment, and residents are questioning the city's motives. In Boulder, the Jewish community is reeling after longtime leader was murdered in the recent firebomb attack. The suspect has been charged with 18 hate crimes and now facing murder charges. Many progressive leaders are staying silent, and that silence is speaking volumes. Nationally, President Trump just scored a major legislative win with the passage of his big, beautiful bill, a sweeping package focused on border security, deregulation, and energy. It passed the Senate thanks to Vice President J.D. Vance's tie-breaking vote, and now it goes back to the House. We'll keep you posted. And finally, a fiery op-ed from Pastor Bob calls out a U.S. Army major who publicly opposed Trump's transgender military policy. Bob's message is clear. He says, military service isn't about self-expression. It's about discipline and chain of command. And he says, yes, majors serve at the pleasure of the president. That's all I got for you today. Thanks for joining us on the Mountain Minute. For more real news without the spin, visit RockyMountainVoice.com. Stay sharp, stay bold, stay informed, and stay in the fight, friends. We'll see you tomorrow.